Huge.
What's up, everybody?
Wingapo, friends.
Hey, we got something different for you this week. We're going to fucking do a little combination effort.
Smash.
Very spectacular spectacle for you to spectate.
Like Super Smash Bros.
I'm not super smashing any bros.
They've all seen you with your own bros, so they're not fooled.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Fair. These are the facts. These are the facts. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we got a first round draft beer.
We got the first round draft beer here. So we're gonna combine the first round of the draft and the first round draft beer together here. We're gonna do a little chop block beer of the week action for you.
Oh, look, just before you get started, I've also noticed you got the 2018 draft hat on over there. And the 2020 draft hat's over here. Yeah.
I really want this year's
We did
draft
not even plan this.
No.
We didn't even plan this.
Those hats look so ghetto, man.
Dude, the ones this year the fucking Chiefs ones look badass, dude.
They look like somebody made them in like a little grocery store on the corner store.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe that's
you're
why
going to see them up
there.
close because I'm going to get one.
Yeah.
That's because they have a sweatshop in the back, making them right there.
Like I literally saw him up close when everybody that got drafted put that hat on, and I was no, you're still not making it look any better. Like you guys did the draft in Vegas, but skimped on the hats.
You see, the reason they didn't look as good to use because you didn't have your damn beer goggles on.
That's right. So the beer of the week this week is coming from Two Beers Brewing out of Seattle, Washington, located at 4700 Ohio Ave. And just a quick note about the brewery, and then we're going to move on from the brewery because we've already covered this brewery before. They are dog friendly as fuck. That is posted on their website.
If you guys remember, we'll put that link up above.
Does it really say we are dog friendly as fuck?
Absolutely, it does. Yeah, dog friendly as fuck.
Verbatim,
not even kidding. It's on there. I'll shoot you with the screenshot up there.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the Field Day IPA. It's their seasonal Citra IPA, coming in at 6.6% ABV with 57 IBUs. Hop list we got here for all my beer nerds. I'm looking at you guys. We got Columbus, Legacy, and Citra. The malts are two-row, honey malt, and Munich. They say to pair this motherfucker with some brats, sharp cheddar, and coleslaw. So I'm pretty sure this is a great summertime grilling beer.
Yeah,
barbecue.
you had me at cheesy brats.
Right?
You lost me at the coleslaw, but man.
Tastes like a barbecue beer, too.
And like you were saying with the beer goggles, these guys' motto is, life is just a little more honest after 2 beers. And I agree.
Oh, yeah. I like this.
I think they need a shirt that says 2 beers, 1 cup.
I'm pretty sure they got one.
Hashtag
2 beers, 1
If they don't got one, they're slacking, and we should tell them that they're slacking on that and let them know.
Or we should just take it right now.
Yeah, we just gave them the idea for free.
IP right here.
Yep. Hell yeah.
We'll keep drinking your beer. You just throw it that way. Throw some beer our way.
So let's see if what you guys are tasting is what this can tells us we're supposed to be tasting.
All right.
Juicy, bright, and full to the brim with citra hop aroma. This easy drinking West Coast IPA starts with clean and finishes with quenching notes of mandarin and tangerine. So have a field day with us and enjoy today's adventure down to the very last citrusy drop.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people out there, they wonder what the juicy boys and the hazy boys, what the difference is. Is a lot of times they're mixed. Like you'll get a juicy hazy IPA and you're like, this is amazing. This is a just straight up juicy IPA. There's no haze to it, as you can see looking at that coloration there.
It's a very beautiful color.
It is.
One of the things too is I can taste which is not something that stands out in a beer very often to me, is the mandarin orange. You can get it at the end.
Yeah.
When a lot of beers say that mandarin orange is in there, but you don't taste it like you do in this one.
Yeah, it's just a tasting note. I feel that people a lot of times just use because it's a selling part. You know what I mean? A selling point. Like, it's got that mandarin finish on it. And everybody's like, I fucking love that. And it's just kind of, a citrusy finish, but not the real actual sweeter mandarin.
They nailed it on this one.
That's absolutely true. This is
It's got a very palate cleansing kind of effect
sweet
on
and
the
sour.
back end. Yeah, very nice. This would actually go perfect with hot seasoned meats.
I think every year, jobs should have a field day because I kind of miss that from school.
Did you know what I mean?
End of the year.
If you played in the NFL, every day at work would be a field day.
A fucking team building experience.
Or in the minor league, Spring League would be
My
like a
company used
field
to
day.
do that. They'd have the interstate, like the stores in the state, play against each other in a softball tournament kind of thing, and they would get together and like everybody would kind of hang out for a weekend or whatever. And they really quickly realized it was a terrible idea, considering who I work for and
It's
what we
like,
sell a fuckload of.
The parachute. The parachute, man. The parachute was awesome.
Dude, the parachute was fucking badass.
I think that was probably like one of the best things.
We should do a fucking powwow parachute.
Yes.
I've always wanted to do that and never had the resources or the people to do it with.
All right.
Okay.
An
It's gonna
AXE
happen.
field day.
Hotbox that whole motherfucker.
AXE
AXE
field day
field
with
day.
the powwow. Fucking yes.
I'm totally down with that.
Maybe we
This
could
is
maybe we
summer,
could
bro.
link up with the Chicken Palooza crew.
Oh.
Next 420.
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
That would be a great way to get people together for it. You know?
Absolutely.
All right.
The
I like
field
that.
day.
Like it.
Stay
that.
tuned for that.
Fuck yeah.
Masterminds at work.
Right.
Oh wait,
Always.
that might be copyrighted.
Possibly.
You don't know.
Nobody's gonna check.
What if
Yeah.
we change the spelling up? I mean, like, use some Russian letters.
Yeah.
Throw a Z on the end.
On the end of it, yeah.
Oh man. So let's talk about this NFL draft. I know you got some amazing things to tell us.
Yeah.
And I have some silly ass
So
commentary.
do we want to just recap 1 through 32? Because I mean, there were a lot of swerves. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll just go with that. So Jacksonville, of course, had number 1, and you saw the cons. Tony Khan sitting there tweeting about AEW, but everybody thought that all the experts thought that they were going to go with Aiden Hutchinson.
I thought the same.
Nope. Knowing Tony Khan, swerve. We went with Trayvon Walker,
He's good.
defensive
I mean,
end, nose tackle.
He's all right.
It's arguable between him and Aiden which one's better, but I mean honestly, you look at the body of work and you know which one's better.
Knowing the cons, he probably got drafted because he's a really nice guy on Twitter.
Right.
I'm surprised he didn't make an announcement first.
Here's
Yeah.
I got a big announcement. Oh, right before the draft, I got a big announcement.
big
tonight.
announcement. So my thing is with Aiden Hutchinson, why he stands out to me, what I like the best about him is he spent the last 2 years being coached by an NFL coach.
Yep.
So he's league fucking ready.
He's ready to
played
go.
in basically like an NFL junior system, and he was been taught
That's a good
and trained.
advantage.
There's only a couple schools that even do the pro set
Yep.
and run that kind of offenses and defenses. So
And this Trayvon Walker guy, I'm assuming he came up in the Indies.
like he didn't come from Liberty.
If you go
he's-
back and watch
he's-
his game against Northeast Appalachian State A&M University,
he's a fucking
My guy's
physical
working hard at
specimen,
these
and he-
digs, man.
Oh, yeah.
Bet he's looking for him.
I'm dying over here.
So of course Hutch went second. Stingley, Sauce, Thibodeau. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, say it.
nope. I'm Icky.
What?
Ikwanu.
Icky Ikwanu?
Yeah. Went to Carolina.
Do it and you'll clean it
Evan
up.
Neal, which I was hoping Seattle would jump up to grab, but
You guys are fucking fired.
you went from the Sauce to Ikwanu. No.
Stop. You're going to get the table to levitate. Fucking
Fuck
shit.
yeah.
First wide receiver went at number 8. Drake London went to Atlanta.
That was strange to me. I mean, he's a great receiver, but
Don't they need a quarterback?
Well, no, they have Marcus Mariota.
yeah.
Oh, I stand corrected.
No, Atlanta absolutely needs wide receivers. All of their wide
Don't they need a
receivers
quarterback?
got suspended and traded, man. They lost Julio Jones he went to the Titans. Now he's a free agent. And then Calvin Ridley fucking was betting on games apparently, and he's got a 2-year suspension or something.
Full year so far.
Full year?
But, yeah, I don't think he ever comes back to the NFL because
Oh,
of that.
no, not at all. They're going to give him the Pete Rose treatment.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, look for him in the USFL, XFL, or
Control your narrative
yes,
football.
control your narrative.
Yeah, imagine that. Dude.
Along with Colin Kaepernick and
Having
like
that son of a bitch
the
as your
stars
wide
that you
receiver.
want to see.
No,
It's a stud.
not
Dude,
to
it's a
go.
stud. Calvin Ridley. Imagine that
Yeah.
if you're in a fucking XFL and you got Calvin Ridley to throw the fucking ball to. I'm pretty sure I can throw some touchdowns.
If
to Calvin
T.O.
Ridley.
comes out of retirement after 12 years to go in the
And score-
arena,
catches the touchdown,
yeah, and
fucking
it has Johnny Football throwing the ball to
That's
him.
who it was. I was trying to remember who the quarterback was. Johnny fucking football.
Yeah, Johnny not football, like backup football, so whatever kind of football he's playing. He's playing in the arena league.
Yeah.
So number 10, the Jets, the other wide receiver, Garrett Wilson, and there was no real excitement, or there were a couple swerves in the first top 10, but after that, everything literally hit the fan.
Yeah, they lit that motherfucker on fire.
Because unfortunately, usually the draft is there's 7-8 rounds of decent players that will be top, that possibly could be in the NFL, professionals at this sport. Mm-hmm. Well, this is the COVID draft.
Three and 7 for every 10.
3.5 rounds of actual people that could play in the NFL, where the rest of them would be unrestricted or undrafted free agents. So
a bunch of practice squad guys.
Yeah, basically. So it's.
Yeah, that. I was reading one of the articles I was reading before the draft started. It was he was a guy that's employed by one of the casinos, and he just literally builds their odds. He's like the best scout that's ever existed, and he's like, I don't even know. And honestly, that's my favorite thing about this draft. This shit is going to be like the Wild West because nobody knows shit. Like they got a handful of guys that they know, and then it's just unknowns. You're pulling a name out of a hat after that point.
That's because the league's been like shattered the last 2 years, dude.
Yeah,
everything is changing. The landscape. People are starting to get excited a little bit more for it. They're starting to see things change. People are going different places, and that's good.
You got a lot of guys from college that are leaving before they're ready, chasing a paycheck to get drafted for these guaranteed contracts.
Yep.
And then you got a team full of guys that, we all make $50 million a year,
Yeah.
but none of us can scratch our ass properly.
Do you know what the league minimum is right now in the NFL? Not practice squad, but like actual active roster. What the league minimum is?
Is it like fucking 900 and something thousand?
It's like 760,000, I think, or 740,000 a year. Yeah.
I thought it was 780.
Shit that we all
Something like
dream
that.
of.
It's somewhere in the 750-ish area, somewhere in there. That's $750,000 of $1
Bro, I'm
million.
about to go join the
bro.
practice squad or somewhere.
Practice squad's minimum is I think it's like 200 and something.
I'm about to go join the practice squad or somewhere.
No, actually, the practice squad. So the practice squad, they're guaranteed
one something, but
I think it's like 12,000 per week, and as long as you're on the practice squad that week, you'll get a check.
and then you have housing.
Hit me all you want. I'm paid.
Yeah. Eighth string defensive tackle,
Right.
bro.
Yo, you want to see how I can hold a fucking ball for you to kick, Mr. Kicker? I'm like the 15th string punter.
No, I'm holding the tackling dummy things for
There you
line
go.
drills.
That's exactly it.
There you go.
So this is
You
where
are the tackling.
This is where everything goes out of control. So number 11 was originally supposed to be Washington.
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans traded.
Okay.
Washington got 3 more picks out of that. Dropped down, like they didn't drop out of the first round. New Orleans picks a wide receiver, and then Detroit, they trade with Minnesota. Minnesota, they give 3 more picks, stay in the first round. They get 1 more pick in the second round. They pick a wide receiver.
Can we talk a minute about this wide receiver?
Which one? Jamison Winston
Jamison
or
Williams, yeah.
Williams? Jamison,
So,
yeah.
if you guys were watching the draft, you'll see that was the guy. He was a sneaker pick for the Chiefs. Chiefs had their eyes on him big. They wanted him. They were salivating for that guy because they know his talent. And
But we didn't trade up to get him.
we didn't expect him to go that early in the draft. Is what it was. We would have if he was because of his injury that he got in the. He blew his ACL or his Achilles, one of the two. He blew him out in the fucking SEC championship. I want to say it was his ACL.
This is ACL.
Blew out his ACL in the not the SEC championship, in the fucking college football championship game, and because of that, they expected that he would drop because he's not going to play probably the first 4 or 5 games of the season rehabbing that injury.
At least.
But if you watch the draft, when Roger Boo Goodell calls Detroit's pick, and you look at him, and he's wearing all Kansas City red, and he's got this look like on his face, you can tell he was ready to become a Chief, not a Lion.
If Detroit was smart,
Nobody wants to play in Detroit.
they would sit him. They
The
would sit
coach
him
doesn't
want
to be in Detroit.
Yeah.
If they bring him back game 3 or 4, and he's not ready, like you might as well
That's
just
exactly
sit him.
it. You take the
You get
risk
an
when you get somebody
RG3
like that.
type
Exactly.
situation.
You got to give them with those type of serious injuries. You got to give them the full year. I don't care what anybody says. What's his name? Big ass Eric Fisher. When he fucking blew his fucking leg out and ended up going to the Colts, they rushed him back from an injury. He was supposed to not play that entire year, but he was starting like week 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And they brought him back, and guess what? Oh shit, got hurt again. Now he's retired.
Yeah, you just
That was a
can't-
back injury, wasn't it?
No, it was his knee. It was his first fucking knee.
Didn't he get
So
a
the
back?
guy that got retired was Mitchell Schwartz with the back injury for the Chiefs. That
Probably rushed back too soon too.
Well, the
he
thing,
was a fucking no. We never rushed him back. He came in and he played a couple games on his own and was like, I'm not really feeling it. We're like, all right, hey man, get your shit right, bro. And then he took basically the rest of the season off. He was supposed to come back in the postseason, but that was the infamous Super Bowl where we're playing with 4 backup offensive linemen.
that's what we talked about last time, is having that new player and them not being able to adjust after having an injury.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You invest all this money, you make them your top pick,
Yeah.
and then when they come back from that injury, they don't know how to handle getting into the field and adapting to all their new things that they have to do because they're in the
Yeah.
NFL now.
And that
on
offseason-
top of being injured.
Well,
That offseason matters.
luckily for him, Mr. Jamison Williams, he's drafted in Detroit, so there are 0 expectations whatsoever. He could
For
chop
sure.
off a leg and still be the best player in Detroit, and the city will love him. So he's not expected to win anything. He can take all the time he needs to rehab, and in
That's gonna
3,
hurt Goff's
4 years,
feelings.
whenever it's time for a new contract,
Go
he'll be
on,
100%
Kansas.
healed and ready to go, and he'll go to an actual decent team
team, yeah.
that knows
right.
how to play football with an actual quarterback.
And then Houston came up at number 13, but
Jesus.
Philly traded for that to get Jordan Davis. And Houston got 4 picks out of that one trade up.
Yeah, that dude was a stud. That's the
Good
guy
for
that, if you
Houston.
guys remember,
I guess.
my draft prediction was that the Chiefs were going to trade up to get that guy. So
Yes, I remember you saying that.
halfway right. Damn it.
And then Baltimore grabbed a defensive back. Houston grabbed a offensive tackle. Washington grabbed another wide receiver. Zion Johnson went to the Chargers at 17. And then we had Tennessee trading with Philadelphia for A.J. Brown.
Woo.
Wow.
A.J. Brown, and then he returned
Reserve.
before the night was over. He 4 years, $100 million contract.
Yeah.
Double reserve.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the kind of shit we were talking about. Is like, you know, the unexpected
So
things.
Tennessee just lost a wide receiver. They also lost Julio Jones.
Yep.
And
AJ Brown said that he thought they were a lot closer to getting the deal done than him being traded on draft night. He was shook and surprised by that. Like, did not expect. Wow, wait a minute, y'all fucking trading me? I thought we were gonna get a contract worked out. I wanted to play here.
Now his cousin is texting him like, "Yo, let me borrow $10 million."
Yeah, right.
Here, let me get
I
that
pay you
cheddar,
back,
son.
bro.
Yeah, I pay you back, bro.
You ain't even been at the barbecues. What cousin are you?
Right? Wait a minute, you're fucking white, bro. You ain't my cousin.
I'll give you
Did you wear
5,000.
the hat?
Yeah, you know,
Yes.
you suggesting that people of different skin tones cannot be related
All right.
familially? Come on,
Fair
sir.
enough.
You've met my mother.
Correct. And we
all-
are brothers, so there's that.
We all
there you go.
humans.
There you go.
Fuck.
New Orleans
I'm wearing
grabbed
a
an
fucking-
offensive tackle, and the first quarterback, and the only quarterback drafted in the first round,
What
Crazy.
number?
Yeah.
number 20,
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Kenny
That's
Pickett
unheard of.
out of Pittsburgh,
Oh, that's
going
that's a big boy.
to
ain't it?
Pittsburgh
With little hands.
with the little tiny
Yeah,
hands.
it's big boy with the little hands.
So he's going to have a Burger King's commercial with the little hands. So
What the
Somebody about a month ago, I can't remember if it was, I think it might have been Nick Wright. I'm probably wrong on that, but don't rip me apart in the comments.
Do it.
Somebody predicted that Pittsburgh would go and pick him up simply with him being the hometown kid,
Yeah.
just to put some asses in the seats.
Yeah, he's from Pittsburgh, played college ball for Pitt, and literally moved across the street to play for the Steelers.
There you go.
That's pretty badass.
If he's smart, he stays at home.
not to
Yeah.
be a dick,
Don't
they
even
kind of
get your
have a
own house.
vacancy at quarterback because
Mason Rudolph is a stud. What are you talking about?
Win.
no,
I'm wearing a dunce cap. I had to say it.
Okay.
what's his name? Dwayne Haskins.
R.I.P.
That was the vacancy.
That was who was supposed to
Yeah.
be started there,
Yeah.
man. I'll drink to that guy.
Plus, you
Sucks,
guys have
dude.
you guys have Mitchell Trubisky too.
Shit.
Not to go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah,
So
right.
21 comes to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Woo! Via
Trent-
trade.
Yes, via trade with New England. They got 3 extra picks,
Okay.
and you guys picked up cornerback Trent McDuffie from the
University
Huskies,
of Washington, baby. Go Dogs!
Brett.
who originally was expected to go in the 3rd round, but his pro days and stuff like that elevated him
Yeah.
real quick.
Coach Reed saw something. We know what happens when that happens.
You remember the last player we traded up to get?
Tyreek Hill.
Nope. Patrick Mahomes. That's the last player we traded up to draft.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Tyreek Hill has been running longer than Patrick Mahomes.
Yep, he was there, I think, a year before Patty Nye got drafted.
Yeah, a year before.
Yeah. So I'm 100% confident in my guys trading up to pick fucking anybody.
That was a solid.
Especially a cornerback, bro, because that defense.
Plus a cornerback out of Washington. They fucking breed baller cornerbacks.
A fast corner that has great eyes and can make moves on the ball.
Yep.
Exactly.
He's little, but he can hit the gym. He'll get in an NFL training program.
And one thing that they did say about him was he does have long arms. So he can wrap up tackle defenders.
Jesus, maybe you can teach everybody else how to do that shit, because that defense gives me fucking heartburn.
Me too, man.
Jesus.
Not excited about that one.
That brings us to Green Bay. And
I know they drafted a wide receiver. I know it.
No, they really upset. They're really sticking it to Aaron because they went out and got a linebacker, Quay Walker, which is really good. Like he's a solid guy, but like Aaron's like, wait, what? Who am I going to throw the ball to? And they're like, just calm down, just don't worry.
Nobody.
About it. Like, go do your State Farm commercials and come back and
how high can you throw the ball? How fast can you run?
Like, they might as well get the guy that does the State Farm commercials to come be a wide receiver. State Farm is there.
Like a good neighbor, like a good receiver. State Farm is there.
All right.
And then we had another trade, which number 23 was originally for Baltimore, but then they traded to Buffalo, and then they traded to Arizona, and then Arizona got Marquise Brown straight across, and then somehow Buffalo ended up with that pick, and then Baltimore ended up with that pick, and then Buffalo traded it, and Baltimore got 2 more picks. Like that, number 23 was traded so many times.
Time out real quick. There's a whole paragraph attached to this one pick in the draft. That's what happens.
I got the beautiful mind math going on in my head right now.
And I was trying to, and what I said, like all that gibberish, that's about what it was when it actually happened. Wait, who? Wait, what? Four different teams just.
I'm trying to understand.
The big shocker on that is the fact that the fucking Ravens traded Hollywood Brown, dude. That's insane.
He asked for the trade.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He told Lamar Jackson, he was like, "Hey, bro, I'm not happy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't hear that. All I heard was that Lamar Jackson was like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing?"
And then right after that, he's like, "Bro, look, I'm not happy."
Yeah.
Damn, you got broke up with on draft night.
That's man.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, he goes to play fucking professional football with his college football quarterback, Cole Amari.
So Arizona gave up the only pick that they would have had
on draft night.
Oh, wow.
So Arizona giving up that pick, the only pick they would have. They didn't pick at all in the first round. So what they did do on the morning of draft day is picked up Kyler Murray's 5th-year option, which if you've been following, we were talking about how
just re-signing him to a new contract.
Well, again, they're giving him weapons to prove that he should get that big contract.
Bro, until Kyler Murray got hurt last year, he was the number 1 quarterback in the NFL.
Yep.
Fact.
You mean the year before? He's been hurt the last 2 years.
Yeah, but this previous season, up until he got hurt, he was scorching the fucking earth, dude. He was winning me games
with
single-handedly on fantasy football.
You've got D-Hop, and now you have Marquise Brown.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Like, they're giving him the weapons, and they picked up the 5th round. Like
they pretty much traded Christian Kirk for Hollywood Brown. Is what they did.
Damn.
And then Christian Kirk took fucking Tony Khan's fucking
whole ball sack and manhood from him. It's terrible.
That checkbook.
Fuck, it was like $90 million over 3 years or some dumb shit, or 4 years or some dumb shit like that. Like, bro, that's Christian Kirk. He is not that fucking good.
Yeah, it's like $22 million a year.
It's absurd.
But Buffalo ended up getting a cornerback, which they already have a stacked defense. Dallas grabbed a tackle. Then Baltimore actually used their pick for a center, and then Jacksonville trades in to the number 27 with Tampa Bay, gets a linebacker, like, because they're just throwing money left and right, like
all willy-nilly around the house.
Then Green Bay comes up again. Do they get a wide receiver? Nope.
Yes.
Of course they did.
Yes, they did.
No, they get a defensive
Damn
tackle.
I'm horrible at this game.
Right. And you know what's special about this? That defensive tackle was a former teammate last year at Georgia with the linebacker that they drafted earlier in this draft. It's the first team in
4 Georgia players were drafted in the first round.
Yep. Well, there was a guy who played for Georgia that transferred out of Georgia last year. That is technically a Georgia defender, so that would make it 5. But
Thanks to the portal.
yeah, the portal, that bullshit.
Yeah.
New drinking game. Rewind. Go back. You take a shot every time he says Georgia.
Hell yeah.
Or portal.
This is the first time in NFL history that any team has selected 2 defensive players that played together on the same team
At
in
where?
college.
Where?
Green Bay got them out of
No, where'd they play at?
Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Georgia.
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 Where the peaches at?
And then New England comes up, and they grab Cole Strange, which was a strange pick. And if you guys go out and look, out of all the reaction from the coaches, McVay from the Rams literally busts up laughing when they call that. Because this is a guy that should have gone in like the 3rd round.
They were talking more like the 5th round. He comes from the University of Chattanooga out of Tennessee.
Chattanooga, hyphen Tennessee, because
Yeah.
there's apparently
people don't know that
Chattanooga,
Chattanooga-
and there's a Tennessee, but
Yeah.
there's the hyphen.
Nobody knows that
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga's in Tennessee,
And,
unless
like,
you're from Tennessee.
It's just like, what the fuck?
Or you hear that word Chattanooga, and
You,
you're like,
you
that's in
can't.
Tennessee.
You can't claim that. A lot of people. I'd say a good majority of people know that Chattanooga is in Tennessee.
Absolutely. That's all
You're the
I'm saying.
motherfucker that didn't know that New Jersey was a state.
Well, that never happened, bro.
So
New Jersey?
Who
You
did
didn't know
that?
New Jersey's a
New
state?
Jersey.
It's a suburb of New York. Knock it off. Y'all out here telling trade secrets and shit.
Well,
Next, you're going to tell me Staten Island's not even a real island.
No, it's a real
anybody want to take that on?
island. You guys go ahead and get him.
Yeah, let us know. I'll grab a beer just to watch, just to sit back and
Fuck
watch.
yeah.
That'd be great. You guys want to see a dead body?
And then Kansas City jumped up again
Back in it.
No,
into the 30.
that was our we earned it pick.
Yeah.
That's the number 30 pick. We
Yeah.
had that one from being the 3rd best team in football last year.
George Karlaftis.
He's got short arms, apparently.
Yeah, he's an
Karlaftis.
edge player. So
Okay.
He's only
so
been
when
playing.
Frank Clark gets arrested again for having an Uzi in his Lamborghini that's not
Frank
actually
Clark
his.
should get arrested for stealing money from the Kansas City Chiefs and masquerading as a football player.
Right.
Well, he has an Uzi, so
Well, I don't care. That's how he got the money. It was armed fucking robbery
Yeah,
in
right.
Clark Hunt's office.
He sat in there with his
It's
Uzi.
like Andy Reid, and he's like,
Yeah,
"This is
there you
my
go.
Waffle House."
Yeah. He's signed the contract, or little Patrick Mahomes gets it. And he was like,
I'm signing that contract, bro. Not Patty Ma.
Yeah, not Patty Mahomes.
We're sending little
yeah.
Patrick home.
Not my homie,
Right.
not my homie.
Right. So that Karlaftis guy, he's only been playing football for the last 5 years of his life, and he got drafted in the 1st round of the NFL draft. Think about that for a second. That dude is a fucking athletic fucking phenomenon. He's from fucking Greece or something, I believe.
Oh, so
Somewhere
he's
there.
so we have a Greek freak in football.
Correct. He
Nice.
plays for our Chiefs
Oh,
now.
there's a shirt right there.
Yep.
Yeah, but
you're
don't put
watching-
Milwaukee on it.
The Greek freak. Wait a minute. He went to Kansas City. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's like that guy from Michigan that tore his Achilles. That guy's only been playing football for about the same amount of time because he came from
Yeah.
Scotland.
Yeah.
well, he ain't gonna be playing football for a year.
Well,
So-
I think the Seahawks will draft him, but we'll see. And then Cincinnati, they grabbed a safety, and then Minnesota, they traded with Denver, or not Denver,
Minnesota.
Detroit, because of the whole LA trade to get Matt Stafford. They traded, and they grabbed a safety to clean up the first round of the draft.
I feel like that was a panic grab to get that safety because they seen where their next pick was and that the best safety just got swooped. So they're like, well, we don't want to get left out of the safety conversation.
You gonna be standing there with your fucking meat in your hand, looking stupid.
All right.
Yeah, 'cause it's cold in Minnesota.
That's what I heard.
It's
what I've heard.
extremely cold.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a cold piece of work out there in Minnesota.
So that's the first round wrap up, and to wrap this up,
I saw what you did there.
our there's a special birthday shout out to our
Oh, boy.
number one supporter down under,
Oh,
Super Smooth.
DJ Super Smooth Slipping.
Yeah.
Happy
Steve
birthday,
Smith.
man!
Oh yeah,
Hell
guys.
yeah, happy birthday, brother, man.
And to all you other people, thanks for stopping by.
Did you just call them Keeple?
Yeah, I would. You weren't supposed to call that out. So, like,
It's always fun when we do things like this because people in the comments.
I think this motherfucker's been hanging out at the hippie house over there at 3109 6th Avenue. He's a little hazy. He's a little hazy tonight.
Maybe. You never know.
maybe there's something on my glasses, like some kind of wrap or a film or something.
Oh,
you can get
my
to
man.
the Harrisanco at gmail.com.
With the Invisirap. Best in the business, man. Hit him up.
All the time. Call him on the telephone, 253-820-3002.
He might not answer because he's really busy right now, like rapping shit.
You know, it also has a phone.
And it ain't
The
Christmas
people down at Comics the Gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
you
they
can
do.
call them for all of your nerdly needs.
Well, for them, you
goddamn
probably
right.
just want to go down there and
Yeah.
check them out, and they're at 15022
Yeah.
Pacific
Actually,
Avenue.
they encourage you to message them on their Facebook about products that they show off on their page. So if there's anything you want to get dibs on, make sure to hit them up.
Best way to
Absolutely.
get dibs is to go down there and get it, bro.
Don't
So-
call him up looking for like a Batman 142.
Allegedly, if you see them post something on Facebook or any of the social media platforms they're on, and you see that, and you're like, "Oh shit, I really want that,"
Yeah, you
and
can
you
message
message them, you hit up Matt and or Jesse, and you say, "Hey, bros, that shit you posted, I really want it.
Set
I'm on my
aside.
way, and can you hold it for me?" You know what
They
their
will.
answer is going to be?
No,
Yep.
fuck no. Come with the money.
No, fuck no. You're not here yet. Where the fuck? No, they're not going to say that. They're going to tell you, "Hell yeah, bring your ass on in here. It's going to be waiting for you."
I've done it myself. They're not lying. It's actually true.
Yeah. I'll tell you
I've
what.
held plenty of Funko Pops that way.
They opened up over 5 years ago. I put some Star Wars Funko Pops on hold, like week number 3. Them bitches still on hold. I'm a terrible,
You're a
terrible
bastard
supporter.
ass.
I'm not even a friend
You're a
at this
bastard
point.
ass. All the time you spend up there behind the dumpster and you don't pay your bills.
I think they're gone now.
They probably are.
They probably are. They checked out a long time ago. He's like, "Said our name? All right, click.
Yeah.
X out." That's all the time we got, y'all.
Yep.
Grace.
Thank you for
Thanks for
seeing
stopping
this.
by.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit me up on motherfucking Twitter.
Click
Hashtag,
comments.
hashtag.
We need comments.
That's right.
We'll combat back. And eventually, if we get enough comments, we'll start giving stuff away.
Free shit.
Free shit.
Hashtag.
Nobody's gonna hear
Sports
this
free.
part.
Yeah, no one.
Nobody's gonna hear this part.